How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Goji Boy here. Today we are taking a look back at the SH Figuarts Shinkocchou Seihou Kamen Rider Hibiki. Let's begin. And here we have Kamen Rider Hibiki. So, do a quick spin so you can see that beautiful coat of paint, and we'll jump in. We've got a lot of ground to cover. This guy has a lot of goodies. So, starting off, his head can move upwards here, down right here, on a ball peg. Beautiful detailing with that helmet. I mean, paint work, line work, detailing right here with the horns and that crest. Insane. His arms can move upwards just fine. They have a butterfly joint, which kind of feels a little weird to me, moving it around, especially with more modern figures, but it gets the job done. And his shoulder pads are actually on like a little hinge right here, so they move independently as well. They don't obstruct the articulation in any way. He also has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and the hands are on ball pegs. And again, with that beautiful paint work, you're gonna see the transitions between the purples to the reds right here on the arms. It's just so good, so good. He will have a ball peg right here in the top part of his chest, as well as the waist, allowing him to lean backwards, as well as forwards. There we go. And his belt is a floating piece, which has several little trinkets on it. So I'm gonna go over that momentarily. Let me just plug this right back in because, again, has little moving parts, or removable parts, excuse me, and you don't want to lose these. There we go. Continuing, you can kick forwards here, backwards just fine. Has a thigh cut, double jointed knees, and there it goes again. You know what, let's just leave it aside right here. Double jointed knees, ankle rocker, and he will have toe hinge. So, all that good articulation that you would come to expect from a rider. So, let's go ahead and jump into the accessories real quick, just because they keep popping out. So, number one, let's see if we can get a closer look. We're gonna start with, again, the belt portion. So his belt has a lot going for it. Let me move his arms upwards. So it's gonna have a whole bunch of little spots where you can go ahead and unplug and swap them out. So, for example, this is not something that you can swap out, but I will show it. His belt does little buckle area that he uses like to fight enemies and do his finishers. That actually does come off, which is a neat little thing to point out. Again, many small pieces, so you just got to be careful to not lose any of this. He also has a little plug-in right here on the left, on his right, and on the back side. And what are these for? So this first one, you can pop it off. Let me set that aside over here and swap it for one that has the disc animals on it. So let's get a closer look here. There they are, ready to use. And you just pop that right into the side. And he's pretty much just ready to use them for battle. Right there. The one on the right comes off, and in its place you can port in his tuning fork, which he uses to transform right there. So this is the holstered version, and there we go. You can have those there. And the back side has another spot that you can take off, and in its place you can put in the holstered versions of his clubs. Very nicely detailed. And in they go. So again, this belt has a lot going for it. Very cool. So let's put his arms down and get into the rest of the accessories here from in the background. So he does come with his pair of clubs right here, which also come with a pair of interchangeable parts. You just plug the top off it, and we have these flame effects as if he is getting ready to fight and do his finishers, etc. You just plug those right in there. Boom. Very, very nice accessory to include. He also comes with the tuning fork itself right here for his transformations. Unholstered version. Very nicely detailed paintwork as well. And 3 of the disc animals. So we have the red one right here. Green. And the blue one. He also comes with 5 sets of hands. Number 1, of course, the fisted ones right out of the package right here. Also a pair of the Yo Shonen hands, these salute ones. Whoops, there we go. Right here. These are probably my favorite ones that he comes with. A set of more relaxed hands. And these last 2 are for like holding his weapons and the small items like the disc animals, tuning fork, etc. So these right here are more going to be for the clubs. As you can see, like the fingers are more out, that way you can just slide it into the little loop that they have, and these are more closed to hold on tight to those small trinkets. So there you go. And something else to note that this guy comes with, which I wish Shinkocchou Seihou figures still did. I think this is the only one that did it. He actually came with like a little pamphlet, like a little booklet right here showing you the concept designs of the figure in question right here, of Hibiki. And I thought this was so cool. Again, I really wish they went ahead and included these still. Just like a little bonus. And look at that. I think this is so awesome. And setting that aside, let's go ahead and do a quick comparison to some other riders. So into the frame, we have our first, if I recall correctly, Shinkocchou Seihou being the Kamen Rider Kabuto, as well as one of the more recent ones being Kamen Rider Gaim right here. All 3 of them stacking up quite nicely. And moving these guys aside, we're going to bring in some non-Shinkocchou Seihous. So we have Kamen Rider 01 and Kamen Rider Gotchard. Perfect. And again, I think that they do scale quite nicely all together. These are, of course, non-Shinkocchou Seihous. They stand a little bit taller than the Shinkocchou Seihou line, but I still think they work out very well. And with that, let's finish up. So the SH Figuarts Shinkocchou Seihou Kamen Rider Hibiki is an excellent figure. He's about 10 years old at this point, so the articulation may feel a little weird in some areas, but it's all there. On top of that, he has a crazy amount of accessories and that excellent paint job on him. He even has a little concept book, which going back, I realized the Shinkocchou Seihou Kamen Rider Kabuto brings one, followed by Hibiki, and then afterwards, I don't believe any other figure has those. So I do think that is a nice touch, and I wish they would have continued including those in the package. So that's all there. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. You can check out my Instagram at gojiboy93, where you're going to find photos of this guy as well as many other figures in my collection. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, peace.